Hey guys, Nova War Robots here, coming back with a brand new video. First one in a while, but let's get right into it. This is the current skirmish battle happening at the moment. It has a pretty decent hangar, mainly using the magnetars and the heavy energy shotguns. Very interesting hangar, very enjoyable games, and hopefully you enjoy them. Okay, so at this part of the video, I'm kind of trying to stay as far away from the enemy as I can, using the advantages of the 600 meters range on the Magnetar and the built-in weapon of the Alkin to keep the enemies at bay outside of their shotgun range and locking down the enemies to stop them from moving forwards on us. Now, at this point, we'd taken out quite a few number on the enemy, dropping down the size of their team dramatically, so we decided to push forwards using the jump unit to get forwards as quickly as possible so we can put pressure on them so they can't fight back, really. This part of the battle I used the flight ability of the Alkin to get up on top of the building so I'd have the height advantage, so I could shoot over cover to make sure I'd always have line of sight on the enemy for when they spawned, no matter where they spawned. At this point we quite thoroughly defeated the enemy. It was just picking off the odd few targets that dropped in before we eventually won the game in around 3 minutes, which is quite impressive. I was happy to have got a very good team here. At this point we were just waiting for these two Nightingales to land so we could finally kill them, get rid of their last few bombs. Okay, so then this part I yet again used the jump unit to allow me to get the jump on the enemy. However, he managed to get pretty smart and use his ability and jump to go to the other side, but game ended, we won first place. Okay, now going on into fight 2, this one, much longer game, didn't end as quickly. There was a very tough team on both sides, very impressive everyone involved, and it was thoroughly enjoyable. It was me using the Nightingale at first to try and support my team and also try and get as much use out of all of the hangar as possible. What I found, it wasn't one of the best robots to use in the hangar, but it did the job quite well, allowing you to escape using its instant stealth with the ability so no one could shoot you, because none of the robots had anti-stealth because the Alchin didn't have its pilot, etc. Okay, so this point I'd lost weapons on the Nightingale. I thought it wouldn't be effective to keep using it, so I swapped to the Hawk, because it was much more suited to close range brawling, and the whole team was grouping together in this like pinch point. So I thought it'd be a good idea to use the Hawk so I could get in, do some quick damage, and just destroy as much and cause as much havoc as I could before I died, because I didn't expect to last as long with the Hawk after the nerf it took, making the resistance not instant. So I proceeded to take out the Alkin here, do as much damage as I could before eventually dying, but enjoy this. Okay, at this point the Demeter had just jumped on me, so I thought maybe I could try and shoot into its energy shield by being close enough, which I couldn't, so ended up trying to take out the Nightingale here before I eventually died. Unfortunately didn't succeed, but then I could go into the next robot, which was the Demeter, so I could help support my team by jumping up over to the other side so we could get into the battle much quicker to protect my teammates and also do as much damage as possible. Okay, so after getting a quick double kill over here, I then use the ability to jump over to my teammates so I can get straight back into the action to do as much damage as possible, because in this sort of game mode you want to be able to do damage and fast, so they don't have time to recover from their attacks or heal back with their support robots. So using the teleport allows me to get in much quicker and support my teammates, stop them from dying, and also kill the enemy. It's team deathmatch, it's the end of the game. Okay, so I eventually died, so I jumped in with the Alkin, the only MK2 thing in the hangar, so I could really start packing a punch. And fortunately it spawned on the opposite side of the map, so it took a while to get over there, so I was using the jump unit to move across the board quicker, but also not getting in too quickly that I'd end up being swamped if someone spawned behind me without me realising. Unfortunately, this point was a mistake on my part. I landed up on top but not in the cover, so the Hawk ended up taking up and lasering me with his laser, killing me. So I ended up swapping to the Ao Chun so I could, which was my last bot, so I needed to be a bit more careful with it so I didn't end up botting out and finishing the game poorly. So I ended up jumping up on top of here into cover, keeping myself safe, trying to do as much damage as possible, but unfortunately the Nightingale suppressed me, but still managed to take down the Hawk, so it wasn't causing us any more trouble. I then jump over, trying to attack the Nightingale, doing some heavy damage to it, but it does end up getting its ability before we can kill it, so I then shoot down here with the help of my teammate, killing them, so they can't attack us and hopefully push them out of the game, because at the moment, while the enemy have a lead, they are running out of bots themselves, only having 3 people left up. So I then decide to pressure them a bit, because I have 4 health, whereas they're quite low, to keep them away so they can't regroup to do more damage to us. I say to push on to the enemy as hard as possible in this sort of game mode is because since everyone has the same level of hang, you don't have to worry about someone having way more powerful weaponry than you, making you not perform as well. So with this knowledge on my hands, I can be sure to be aggressive in my game style, so I can beat the enemy, stop them from recovering, forming a group so they can't attack us, because they're much less likely to be able to get together if they're going to spawn and suddenly be killed by 3 enemies at once. Whereas here I'm chasing over this Nightingale, which it takes ages because it keeps jumping up and down, going into stealth, but eventually we get him. Okay, now it's just cleaning up the enemies, the last few that are still alive. They were probably more conservative with their bots at the start of the game. And yeah, just last 1 or 2 bots here and then it's over. And there goes the last bot. That's the end of the battle. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully I'll be able to put out some more videos and gameplay for you to enjoy another time. But anyway, this has been Nova War Robots. It was lovely seeing you here, and enjoy. Have a good day.